All right, what I'm gonna try to do is explain a little bit of how making beats works. Okay, this is the Roland Phantom X6, as we can go ahead and look at the Roland Phantom X6. I'm gonna try to do this all with one hand. What we're gonna first start off and do is we have a few different keys up here. We have the drums and the little beat machine over here. We also have the keyboard, you know, and then next we have a few things which we want to explain. I want to explain the basics to people. The first thing I want to explain what these three keys are. These three keys up here is the ones that making beats possible. This is more for live play. This is kind of in the middle where you can kind of split the keys up where you could have this half be drums, this half could be keyboard or strings on one half and guitar on another. So first I want to go to mixer. That sets up the screen like so, where it comes up with the different keys. I like to use a few different things. I'm not going to put a complete beat together, but I'll do something with it. So my first thing I want to do is I want to use the F2 key, which is part view, and it kind of shows me this screen here. You'll be able to see it soon. Now I'll have to move over and pick. I want it to move over, and I'll press R, which I went over here and pushed the increase button or the decrease. The increase made the R show up over here in the screen so that I actually have the rhythm section. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that off for a second. All right, now my next thing I will do is I'm going to go on here and I'm going to press record. Okay, the record button, you hear the metronome going back and forth. I want to go down. I'm going to set it up so that it's 4 measures. I'm having the count in be wait until I make it happen. The next thing is I'll put 4 measures. I'm going to turn it on 16 for the quantizing, 16. And the next thing I'll do is I'll go ahead and start recording the sound as soon as I find my tempo. I usually set it at, whatever I feel. So I'm going to set it at 80 just to get started. The beat will be okay. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and try to do this one-handed. So as you can hear, it's playing back to me. You hear the recording of it. So now what I'm going to go is go ahead and do is stop. Okay, my next thing I want to do is find a rhythm section. Okay, I'm going to put the R back up in the corner. I'm going to find me a drum, that I like, that sets me up. I usually use the presets number 8 to create it, which is the 909s. So now I'm going to push record again. I'm going to take the 16 off because I don't want it to be on 16. I want the quantizing to be off. So I'm going to make a beat now. Okay, so now that I have the beat going, my next thing is I want to find a clap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go back to the same 808 just to get a clap going. So now I'm going to put in my clap and get that going. I'm trying to do everything with one hand. As you can see, I'm playing the keys. It's not something someone else is doing. This is what I have so far. As you can hear, that's the kick, and then that's also a piano playing. So my next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and record, and I'm going to put in the clap. So I want to play it first, and then I'll go ahead and put the clap in. Okay, so it's off a little bit. So my next thing I want to do is go to song edit, which is the second key up. Now I want to quantize these two because they kind of sound a little off. Matter of fact, I'm going to quantize everything by what I did was I'll take the key and I'll wind it all the way up, which will change the screen to track all, and I'm going to quantize everything to 16 so it puts it all on the same beat. Now we'll hear it. Everything is now on track so that they match up. And then next I'm going to put in some hi-hats. So what I want to do is I'm going to exit, you know, the second key right here next to enter and shift. I'm going to exit, go back over here to parts view again, and then I'm going to go over here and then I'm going to put in a hi-hat. I'm going to change it to rhythm again over in the corner. I'm going to go to number 8 again, which is the 909. I'm going to use this hi-hat just to get it started and to get it going. So I'm going to okay, now it's kind of off right now because of the beat. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to quantize this one to 16 so that it matches. Okay, so we have a basic beat. Okay, the fourth thing that I'm kind of wanting to do, it's actually the fifth instrument. I'm going to go in here, go back to, now I'm going to go to patchless. Okay, now patchless has a bunch of different instruments in here. It lets you put in the keyboards and the bells and everything. I'm going to go ahead and put in a bell. Okay, that's the bell I'm going to put in. I'm going to keep it quantized. I'm going to put it at 16 again so that it does it. Okay, now that's the bell that I'm putting in. The next thing that I'm going to do, starting to wrap it up, I'm going to go ahead and throw in a bass. I don't like that one. So you kind of want to have a bass line in there somewhere. What I'll do is now, I can't find a bass line there. I'm going to use a power drum. It's going to be too loud. It's called Power Line. It's in the user. It's 41. If you decide that you like it, it's going to be a little high. So what I'm going to do is, okay, I have to switch that back real quick because I didn't get the other bell saved first. So I'll have to go ahead and get that bell saved and then go to the next one, patchless, and then I'll go ahead and put the power line in there so I can have a bass line in there. So it's going to be something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and try that. Okay, so now I have a bass line in there, which I've selected. I'll quantize it also to get it to match up to what I have. So, okay, and just do something last so I can just kind of show you guys what I'm putting in, a few sounds. I'm going to do some strings because I don't have much time to put on here. So I'm going to do some strings on here. Okay. The strings now I'm going to put in the match. So okay, so I have those strings in now, and my next thing I want to quantize that also. So this is what I have so far. And that's the end of the video.